Welcome in, everyone. We have a wild situation that is developing down in Mexico with the Mexican government. These people are so desperate to protect drug cartels from facing justice and facing what they deserve. They will literally fight each other. That is how crazy this situation is getting. And I'm going to show you some footage and I'm going to read you a news article about what happened Wednesday in Mexico. I'm filming this the afternoon of August 29th. Just an absolutely bonkers and bananas situation that unfolded right in front of our eyes and was all captured on video. So I'm going to break it down for all of you. And it really is sickening the level of cover the Mexican government is willing to run for the cartels. And there's just simply no excuse for it whatsoever. But before we get into it, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Costs you guys absolutely nothing at all. It is a huge, huge boost to the channel. Go ahead and comment with your thoughts below. How would you like to see Trump handle the drug cartels in Mexico? Do you think he should wait for the Mexicans to give him orders to go in, or sorry, not orders, authorization to give in, invite the troops in, or should we just go in and smash them? Let me know in the comments below. Go ahead and hit that bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. Right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, XD Hookstead. You can find me there. My DMs are open. Any information you want me to know, slip into my DMs and I will research it. And I'm very responsive. Now let's get into it. As we've talked about many, many, many times here on this channel, Trump is going to hit the drug cartels. I've been demanding it since he returned to office. These people have destroyed our communities. They have killed our wonderful people. They have ruined families. They have wrecked cities. They have wrecked communities with their poison, carnage, and chaos. Those are the three words I want to sear into your minds: poison, carnage, and chaos. That is what these cartels have unleashed. And for multiple presidential administrations, they've been allowed to get away with this. And instead of putting them down or putting them in handcuffs, which is exactly what needs to happen, more or less a blind eye has been turned to it. Trump, back to the campaign before he returned to office, made it crystal clear that when he returned, the drug cartels would not just be dealt with, they would be dealt with in the harshest manner possible. And I cannot stress enough how badly this needs to happen. It must happen. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be tough to look at times, but we must do something about it. At the same time, the United States government is mobilizing to crush these pieces of human waste. The Mexican government, run by idiot Claudia Sheinbaum, is doing everything possible to make sure the U.S. cannot come in and smash the drug cartels. Why is that? Would someone like to explain to me why the Mexican government seems hell-bent on stopping the U.S. military, the greatest military on the planet, the greatest fighting force on the planet, from going in and eradicating these people, eradicating these criminals, eradicating these sadistic, evil killers? We would be doing Mexico a favor. And instead of welcoming us with open arms and saying, please come in, please solve this problem that we cannot solve for ourselves, the Mexican government instead is choosing to protect the cartels. How badly do they not want the United States involved? Well, let me throw this up on the screen for you. They literally got into a fight. Government leaders in Mexico got into a fight over this issue, a full-blown fist fight. I will show you the video here shortly. It says, this is from InsidePaper.com. It says Mexican senators came to blows Wednesday after a heated debate over alleged opposition calls for the United States to intervene militarily against drug cartels, something the U.S. wants to do, something the U.S. has offered to do, something the U.S. must do. There are people in Mexico that want our help because they know they cannot handle this problem themselves. They recognize they've lost control of the situation. So what do they say? They say, hey, America, come on down here. Help us out. Please rid us of this problem. Lawmaker Alejandro Moreno, the leader of the opposition PRI party, went to the podium as Wednesday's session ended and angrily confronted Senate President Gerardo Fernandez Noroña, could be pronounced that wrong, I don't speak Spanish, of the ruling Moreno party for not being given the floor. Moreno can be seen in a video posted on social media by Mexico's Senate, pushing for Fernandez Noroña several times, slapping him on the neck and pushing another man to the ground when he tried to intervene. The brawl followed a heated debate during which the opposition PRI and PAN were accused of calling for U.S. military intervention, a claim both parties denied. First off, they should be applauded for calling for military intervention. How many people need to have their lives destroyed before we come in with the hammer of justice or the scalpel of justice and light these guys up? What's the number? I feel like we passed that number millions of people ago. Moreno said later he would file a complaint against Moreno for bodily harm and request that his legislative immunity be revoked. The debate could be harsh. It could be very harsh, very bitter, very strong. Today, when opposition legislators are exposed for their treason. So now, trying to stop the drug cartels is treason. They lose their minds because they were exposed. That's how they're framing this. If you want the U.S. military to come into Mexico to save your country, you're treasonous. No, you're a hero for wanting the drug cartels gone. Both senators are involved in separate controversies. And then right down here says, U.S. media reported this month that President Donald Trump had directed the Pentagon to use military force against Latin American drug cartels deemed terrorist organizations. For its part, Mexico stressed that it would not accept the participation of the U.S. military forces on its territory. Well, I got news for Mexico. Doesn't really matter what they want at the end of the day because they don't have the power to stop us, and I sincerely hope we ignore them. But this is the footage. This is what happens when you try to take a stand against the cartels in Mexico. This is what happens, a full-on brawl. There you go. They're going at it. They're going at it. Boom. Knocks them down. Now we're throwing punches. All hell's breaking loose. You can see more fighting, more punches. Chaos. Just absolute, utter chaos. I mean, folks, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? This is how entrenched some people are in the Mexican government to protect the cartels, that they're going to get into fights with the opposition, which is open and receptive to the idea of the United States military coming in and solving this problem for them. It makes me sick. These people should be given, when I say these people, I mean the cartel members, should be given no refuge, no mercy. They picked their path. They chose to poison and kill our people. They chose to unleash their violence. And every action has a reaction and a consequence. And the consequences for them must be overwhelming, brutal, severe, and unrelenting. If that requires JSOC being unleashed to light them up like they lit up other enemies of the United States of America, so be it. What is the point of having the world's greatest military if we're not going to use it when the enemy is at our door? The enemy is at the front door of our house. They're throwing things through our window. I'm trying to watch my language, family show. I know people of all different ages watch this, so I'm trying my best. If one slips out, I apologize. They're breaking our windows. They're throwing things in our house. They're hurting our family members. And as far as I'm concerned, helicopters loaded with the world's best operators need to remind these people who actually has the power. And who actually has the power are the good guys. And we're the good guys. Something must be done about these people. And if Mexico doesn't want to play ball, so be it. So be it. Let that be their choice then. But as far as I'm concerned, as an American, we need to put the fear of God back into these people. They want to play tough guy. They want to try to terrorize us. Well, I've got news for you, pal. We are way stronger, technologically advanced than you are. We are more lethal than you are. And when push comes to shove, there's not anything these cartels can do against tier 1 operators and special operations units, the Army Rangers, the Marine Corps, whatever it might be. We will kick your face in. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for what the United States can bring to bear when we make the decision we are going to annihilate somebody. They're not ready for this. And why anyone is against this blows my mind. And they should all be ignored if they're against it. Push forward. Remind these people who's in charge. Put the fear of God back in them. Have them spend every moment of the rest of their life looking over their shoulder, wondering if that's the day Uncle Sam in its great military is going to show up and put an end to it. That's how I feel. I know many of you watching this feel that way. And the fact people in the Mexican government are protecting these scumbags is sickening to me. But I want to know, let me know in the comments how you feel about this issue. I love the debates we're having in the comments. Fire away. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge boost to the channel. Hit that bell. All notifications on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are open. Send any messages or tips you got there. Until then, I'll see you all next time.